Hey guys, today is day 3 of my comic reading challenge. Even though kind of like technically it's not part of the challenge because I'm not reading what the app suggested me, I'm reading my weekly polls. So like kind of technically, but I'm still reading. So let's just freaking dive right into what I'm gonna be reading today. It's only 5 issues, which is like fine, but that's all I got today, which is technically it was only supposed to be 4, but we're first reading Absolute Catwoman, which came out last week, but I literally forgot to get it because I just like, for some reason, I didn't have the series pulled. I only had the first issue pulled, so I didn't realize what or when it came out. And like, I guess I just wasn't paying attention when I was at the store, but so we're reading this because I got it this week. And then Absolute Green Arrow 3. I'm pretty excited. I got this, I think this is like cover like D. So I like this cover. I thought it was cool. I usually get variant covers. I don't really like to get the normal ones, unless sometimes they're like the regular ones are like better, but it just depends. But I liked this one. I liked the original cover for this too. I thought it was cool. But then Batwoman, what is this, 5? Yeah, I'm pretty excited. I've really liked this Batwoman series so far. It's been, people didn't like it or aren't liking it for some reason, and it's like, okay, well, I think it's actually really good. So, or like really good's the stretch, but like it's good, and people don't like the art at all. And I literally, the art is like my favorite part. I think the art is really beautiful. So people just need to, they just hate to see a woman freaking succeed. Oh, she's low-key not succeeding this, but they just hate to see a woman, period. And it's like, I thought you guys were comic gooners, like you guys should love women, but apparently not. Then Lobo 5, freaking the swimsuit variant. I thought this was a fun variant. I thought it was funny. I like the fish at the bottom, I think are really funny. But yeah, I like this variant, so I got it. I've been getting like all of the swimsuit variants. Not to be like gross, but I was like, sorry bro. Next week I'm getting the Harley Quinn variant. I have the Poison Ivy, I have the Batman, I have obviously Lobo, and I have the Nightwing one. There's like one other that I have, I think. I have like the Vampirella one, but obviously that's not like the DC stuff. Get freaking cat's trying to crawl on my lap. But yes, we got this Nightwing one, and no, we'll get into it when I do the review. But also Dan Mora's art is literally so beautiful, so amazing. I love Dan Mora. I love you. You're so gorgeous. And he's a really great artist, and I think he's my most read cover artist, and then like my most read interior artist might be Jorge Jimenez, which I love. Jorge Jimenez, his art is literally so freaking to die for. Like I love it so much. Him and Dan Mora are my favorite comic artists, like actually, and I feel like that's so basic to say that, but it's like, I'm sorry, literally their art is literally so beautiful. And then like honestly, Dragata's like making his way up there because the way that he draws Absolute Batman is so like, it's literally to die for. It's literally to die for. Like, Bruce looks so freaking cute, bro. And I like, that's not how it should. But like, just like the art in general, and like, I don't know, the way that he draws like fighting sequences, like everything is just so like, it's so freaking good. Like, it hits me. Like, I don't know why, but like, it makes me feel a lot of emotions. Like, it's overwhelming. Like, I don't know. I love Absolute Batman. It's not my favorite though. I still Absolute Martian Manhunter, and I filmed a video for it, and I'm not uploading it because I didn't like it. I mean, unless someone wants it, but I don't think you guys do, bro. It's not gonna be good. So, but I'm going to get to reading, and I will freaking, oh my god, so many pets just making noises around me, and it's driving me crazy. They're like this all the time. Literally drives me so crazy. Like, oh my god, you probably hear the cat purring. You hear my dog freaking licking her toy because she doesn't play with it like a normal dog. She just licks it like an actual pervert. Like a pervert. My dog's a freaking pervert. Okay, I'm going to read and try not to strangle myself, but we'll see how that goes. We're back, and it only took me like an hour to read all of this. It was, bro, this was a good little haul today, bro. Cause like my first day reading challenge was pretty good. Day 2, made me never want to pick up a comic book again. I'm just kidding. Like, but it definitely drained me, but then I also took like a day break of not reading, and like I'm fine now. I'm fine. I can read. I'm good. But let's just freaking dive right into the meat of it, the juice. Like, let's get in. So first I read Absolute Catwoman, like I said before. Also, look at this cover, literally beautiful. This is a beautiful cover. Anyway, so my notes, Selena's beautiful as always, because she is. And then her and the Calicos get back together. So if you haven't read any of this, it's like Absolute Catwoman, obviously Absolute Universe is like different. So she's like well off now, you know, or something. I don't know, whatever. But like when she was younger, she was part of this group called the Calicos, and they were like little Catwomans basically, and they went around and they like robbed people. But in this issue, they broke into like this company, and then they like heard this bank that like had a lot of like wealthy people's money, and then they like drained their accounts and like donated all that money like to the city and stuff, which was, I think that was just cool, you know. And then but like this issue is a really good mix between backstory, because this is only issue 2, so it was a good mix between like backstory and like actual like current action going on. So it's like showing the Calicos when they're younger, and then Selena on her mission to find Holly, which was an old friend from the Calicos, and then she runs into the other ones, and then like they're all trying to like get this thing that Holly gave her. And then Cassandra Cain, which the freaking reveal that it was Cassandra at the end of issue 1 was like really good. But anyways, she's here, and then they're fighting, and Cassandra ends up getting the ball thing that Holly gave Selena, which is like a map to find this like the yarn, which I don't know what that is. I don't remember, because this is the first thing I read, so it has been a minute. But also I just don't even remember if they even explained fully what it is. But so they have to like go find a way to like go get it back, I guess. I don't really know, but I liked it. It was good. Art was beautiful. Like, it was just fun, and I'm really excited for the next issue. Next we read Absolute Green Arrow issue 3, and like recently, or like I feel like Absolute Green Arrow, like there is an art to subtlety, and they are not subtle about their messaging at all. I feel like it was a little toned down in this issue, but like the thing is, I agree full-heartedly with the message of this comic. But it's like sometimes if it's like literally it's like the only lines of like anything, like it's her internal monologue, it's anything any of the characters are talking about, like it's too much. But this one I feel like there's a decent like balance. But literally my first note is what the hell, because okay, spoiler alerts, what the hell, there's like she gets Roy, and Roy's like, yeah, Ollie's not dead, and he's like going off, he's like crazy, and he's taking her to like the island, which is like where Jubal like took all his underage girls. So he's Epstein basically. And he's like, yeah, they found a way to like reanimate people. And so there's like this little thing on the table that's like a human, but it's like he was dead, he is alive now, but he's like a mush on the table basically. It's like, okay, that's disgusting. And he's like, please help me die. And it's like, I feel so bad for him. But they reanimated, I don't think that's Ollie, he's just saying this is what they used to reanimate Ollie, and then they did test subjects based off of these rhymes, these nursery rhymes, and then boom, Solomon Grundy pulls up. I really like Grundy. I think he's interesting, but also I think I only like Grundy because I am a fan of the show Gotham, if you can tell. I think no, it might be up on a higher shelf. Oh yeah, it's on this shelf. I have like my Harvey Bullock and my Penguin like Gotham Funko Pops, so you can't quite see them. Wait, there we go, next to the wedding album, which I still need to read. But so I think that's why I like Grundy, is because I like Gotham, and if I didn't like Gotham I probably wouldn't like Grundy. But no, they're listed Solomon Grundy as the next little villain, because like the overarching like villain so far has been the Longbow Killer, and he was pretty cool this issue, but I'm kind of curious to see where this goes with the Grundy thing. Like, I think he's only gonna be like a one-issue villain, but it's like, it's so fun, especially because like, I don't know, to me Grundy, he's a Batman villain, and I feel like in all the episodes they just bring Batman villains everywhere. Like, why was Superman's villain freaking Ra's al Ghul? I don't understand. Because like, hey, that's literally Batman's guy. Why are you giving him to Superman? I don't even know if Superman has really interacted with Ra's. I don't understand. And like Talia, freaking sounding white. so that pissed me off. But that's not even, we're not even talking about that. What was my next? Oh, my next note was that Roy looks crazy because he literally looked like he's off the deep end. But to be fair, like, he is being like targeted by a bunch of people right now, and like he's feeling guilty because he might have like been the reason Ollie died. But then he's like, oh, Ollie's not dead. It's like, okay. So I'm curious to see what happens next. I like this issue more than the previous issue, than issue 2, but like I don't really think I'm liking Absolute Green Arrow that much. I like the messaging behind it. I just don't like, it's just not really that great. Like, it's not hitting, and I feel like I like every other Absolute series more. But to be fair, I haven't read Absolute Green Lantern. I will. I just like, I want to get the trade, and it's like $20, and I just need to like mentally prepare myself to spend $20. Like, and I know like that's not a lot, but it kind of is right now. I don't know, like $20 on like one thing, and I like, technically it's like not one comic, but like I don't know, maybe I just, yeah, because then like also my local comic book store doesn't have it, I don't think, so I would have to like order online, and then I have to pay for shipping, and it's like, oh my god. But maybe. And then because I also want to get the second trade of Absolute Flash, because I'm not caught up at all. I'm only on like issue 6, and I want to catch up, because I want to be caught up with all the Absolutes. Like, that's like, if I had like to only read a few comics, it would be the Absolutes. Like, I would drop literally everything else besides, and the current Batman run, even though I don't even like it that much. I just want to be like, I want to be caught up. So that's what's like really hard, is that I have to like pick and choose like which comics I'm not going to read anymore, because I just can't afford them anymore. And like I have to drop Zatanna, which I feel kind of like sad about because I really like it. I'm going to drop, I think I'm gonna drop Harley Quinn soon, even though I really like it. Like, I thought about dropping Supergirl, but then they're doing a new like Superman event when he comes back, so it's like there's like a lot of tie-ins, and so like I have to read that still. I'm dropping Swamp Thing, which I'm like pretty sad about, because I really like Swamp Thing. I've read a lot of Swamp Thing books. Like, I really like Swamp Thing, so I'm pretty sad about it. I'm dropping Superman Father of Tomorrow, which I'm not like too bummed about, because like it kind of just started, and it's like I don't care that much about Jor-El. Like, I like him, like I thought it was interesting, but like I'm not gonna keep spending money on it when I don't have the money to spend. There's a few other things that I'm dropping that I'm like kind of bummed about, but then I am picking up this Nightwing, so it's like, okay, so I'm doing nothing. It's pretty upsetting, and it's like I'm not gonna get the next Poison Ivy issue, I think, because but I already have these first like 2 in the Bad Seeds like prologue, and it's like they just feel so useless. It's like I want to know like what's like, I don't even know, but like we'll figure it out. Batwoman issue 5. Okay, look at this cover, literally beautiful. I wanted this like the very similar cover of her with the bats for issue 4, but I also really wanted like the Pride variant, and so I couldn't get both. I mean, technically I can, but I'll just settle for this. But I really liked that other one. Like I really want it, but I also really liked her with the statue, so it was like really hard to pick. But statues was like my preferred, and then that one was like next, but that was like, I really want that cover. It's really beautiful, but this is like pretty similar. So anyways, my first note is art is literally beautiful here, because it is. I really like the art style here, I really do, and people don't for some reason. It's like, no, I really like the art style here. I don't know why people don't. To be fair, this issue is doing better than some of the other ones, but I kind of like, I don't like it as much, if I can even say that. It just feels like the dialogue here, that's my next note, is dialogue was a little choppy, but I'll let it slide. But no, it was like really choppy here. But I think it's because Alice is like going through something. This is Alice low-key crazy, because I think like I'm really curious to see like what the hell even happened to her for her to like get to this point. Because like, I don't know, she's been through a lot, but I'm just curious. Like, but it was like fine. It was just fine. I don't know. I felt like the dialogue between Renee and Kate was like a little bit like whatever, but they also like barely even spoke to each other this issue. It was like fine. It felt kind of short, really. It felt short, but it was fine. I did like the reveal kind of. I don't know. It was just fine though. It wasn't my favorite issue so far, but I did like it a lot, because just like it's like the transition kind of to the next phase of the story, and like Kate like gets Alice back, and now I think they're gonna go into like a more of an origin of what happened to Alice. and then like, and then who knows what's gonna happen. I don't know, we'll find out. I also think it's very interesting because it's like very mythology based, like all of Batwoman's stuff, which I think is really interesting. So I'm like low-key just confused a little bit on that stuff, but like, no, it's good. No, it's good. I like it. Next, I read this Lobo, and sorry, this cover takes me out. And I also realized, like, look, this little fish has hearts. I think that's so funny. This issue was kind of, it felt kind of like a transition period because, like, the last issue was, like, him and Supergirl fighting, which was clearly just, like, written into the story as promotion for Supergirl. And then, like, it continues in Supergirl Summer Special. Like, it's, like, the aftermath of this. So this is, like, completely just, like, blank slate, like, after that. So it's kind of like picking up its footing again, you know, like because it lost some momentum. But no, I thought it was fun. I think all the Lobo issues are fun. Even like I started reading it because like I didn't like Lobo. I was mad at him because DC said that he would be Plastic Man and he wouldn't. No, he wouldn't. And don't play with me. But so I started reading him to like know your enemy, you know, keep your friends close but your enemies closer. I was trying to learn up on him to know why I should hate him, and then I started liking him because he's actually pretty funny. And then so I read this, and I read Lobo Infanticide, Infanticide, and I liked that too. Anyways, but I actually do like Lobo, and he's like growing on me. The first time I read him, I was like, oh my god, he's so annoying. It literally gave me a headache. But I like him now. Now I like him. So sorry guys, but literally my first no is just Lobo punching people because that's literally all he did this issue is punch. Like he didn't even shoot anyone like this whole issue, which was kind of crazy to me. Which is like, where are your guns, bro? Like he usually is out here shooting people. But he did, like, the next note was love the belt moment. He, like, usually wears, he's not wearing anything here, so I can't. But he usually wears, like, this little skull on his belt, and he, like, unclipped it, and it, like, freaking blasted out and, like, killed everyone. I thought that was fun. Or killed everyone. It was just, like, one person, but. And then, ready for the showdown with the Tooth Fairy. And without context, that sounds so crazy. But literally, so, like, if you haven't read the series, he was, like, recruited by this, like, television like broadcasting company to like not broadcasting but like production company, there we go, how did I forget the word, hello, film major by the way, to like be on this reality TV show. And then they like took him off of the TV show because they were being bought up by another company. And then Lobo was pissed off and he tried to kill the guy, and then the guy was like, okay, well now I'm gonna try to kill you. And then he like sent a bunch of bounty hunters after him. And then now he like went back and like the guy, I don't remember his name, or like I don't even know how to say it, but he was like, Lobo, I have an offer for you so you don't kill me. And he's like, I'll give you all this money, but also like if you can go, like we have this deal with this dental thing because like famous people have to have good teeth and they're raising the prices, and I need you to go make sure that they don't do that anymore. And Lobo's like, okay, like why? And then he's like, yeah, well, who do you think would do this dental business? And he was like, oh, the Tooth Fairy. So Lobo's going to go fight the Tooth Fairy in the next issue, which is so fun. My favorite issue so far has been issue 3 with the Mauve Lantern. I love the Mauve Lantern. I thought he was so cute and sweet, and I would love to have a series of just the Mauve Lantern, maybe a one-shot or something. Like I would love it. I just thought it was so cute to also see like little Lobo, and I love the art style. Like it was so great, it was amazing. But I also really like the art style, like just regularly. Like I don't know, I like this series so far. I was gonna drop it. I was literally planning on dropping it after the 3rd issue. Like when I bought it, I was like, this is gonna be the last issue I read. And then I read it and I really liked it. And then I was like, okay, and the next issue he's gonna be fighting Supergirl, so I had to read that one. And then I was like, okay, well now I'm just reading this one forever because I actually do really like it. So we're not dropping Lobo anytime soon. Me like 6 months ago would be pissed off that I'm even reading Lobo at all. Well, 6 months ago? Yeah, anyways, next we read this Nightwing, and no, I have never read Nightwing before. Literally, no, I've never read Nightwing before. Yes, I only bought it for this beautiful Dan Mora variant. Look at that. Yeah, this is my favorite freaking swimsuit variant of the season. And the Batman one, I wish Jorge Jimenez or Dan Mora did that cover. Like, the cover is great, the Batman one, if y'all don't know. I'm not even gonna bother putting it up on screen because, like, Google it. Go Google that. Go to the comic book store and buy it. Go buy it because you're gonna want that in your collection for sure. But I wish Dan had drawn it because it would have really hit hard in Dan's style. I'm not even gonna lie to you. But whoever did that, I don't remember. Literally so embarrassing. My camera, or like I ran out of storage on my phone while I was filming. So we're gonna make this quick. I just had to like go and delete a bunch of stuff. And it's like, also I pay $9.99 a month for more storage, and you're telling me I ran out of storage. It's like, hello. Anyways, so let's make this quick. This is my first ever Nightwing issue. I really liked it, even though like I jumped in at a point where like I haven't read anything else. Well, also there's like 140. This has been going on for a while, but I mean like I haven't read any of this previous like story because they're set up into like different stories, you know what I mean? This is like I think chapter 4 of the story, but like it surprisingly had a lot of like not exposition, but like a lot of context. It gave a lot of background context for what's going on, so I felt like actually like really clued in, and I honestly felt like I was reading the beginning of a new story, and then I found out that like it's actually not, like it's chapter 4 of it, but like I felt very like you could easily pick this up from this issue and understand what's going on and what's going to happen and like continue reading from here. And I thought that was really nice as someone who hasn't read it. And I will be reading more of this series. It does have a Bad Seeds tie-in, so like I feel like maybe I should read it because I want to read all of the Bad Seeds event. Even though I feel like low-key I feel like it's gonna be buns. I'm not, can I say that? Because all of the series right now have been like low-key bad, like all the Batman related ones. Like I'm not even gonna lie, it's kind of bad. But like the Matt Fraction run's like kind of coming back up, but like what was it, issue 7? That it lost me. It was so bad. It was so bad. I don't even like have the words to like express how bad it was. Like I'm not even kidding, bro. I'm not even kidding. And I feel bad to say that. I feel bad saying that, but it was just like, at least Duke and Steph were there. That's literally the best part of it, was Duke and Steph. Like, and that's it. Like, it was bad. The writing was bad. His Bruce's interaction with like Alfred in his head was so weird and out of character. He literally blew up Wayne Manor and then was so casual about it. And then like everyone's acting shocked when he's like gets caught, but like, oh, it's a plan. And it's like, oh my god, like y'all even know what the plan is. And then like the conversation he had with Damien about like, it felt like that's his only son. Like, brother, you have so many other children, by the way. Like, Cassandra is your daughter. Freaking, you have Tim. You have Jason. You have freaking, he hasn't adopted Duke, but Duke is, like, in the family. Steph is around. He has mentored Barbara. Dick, he's literally had a son for so long. He's had children. He's acting like Damien is his only kid. And it was just so weird. And then in the issue after that, like, I don't know. It was so weird. It was so, I don't know. I haven't read it in a minute though. I think I'm gonna reread all the Matt Fraction run to understand why it's so bad, and I might make a video about that. But anyways, this was a good comic reading day for me. This was a good challenge because day 2 was not so great. Day 1 was pretty good day 1 was really good because I read Identity Crisis, which was really good. But I had fun reading these. These were good. Picking up the new Nightwing, they're a new series, the Nightwing series, which might hurt my wallet, we'll see. But I'm pretty all around, pretty happy, pretty excited. I'm upset that my phone doesn't have any storage, but I think it should be like fine for now. But okay, so thank you guys for watching. I'll probably be back tomorrow. I'm in a reading mood. I'm very excited. So but yeah. At that, you know, have a good rest of your day. This is probably gonna come out kind of later in the day, so sorry guys. I usually like to upload around noon, but not today. This is probably gonna come out around like 3, so sorry guys. But yeah, bye, and see you guys tomorrow for the next day of the challenge.